I have an idea, and my idea is not just out of the box. It's out of this world. I want to launch a canter into space. We'll call the canter either a Chazanot or the first astro canter. I think that at this time of global warming, natural disasters, poverty, and the pew poll, we need to send a holy person up into the heavens to sing a blessing into the ear of God for the future of humanity and for the safekeeping of the Jews. Now, people have asked me, there's the cantor in the box, coming on the way. People have asked me, why a cantor and not a rabbi? And I'll tell you what I've told them. Some of my closest friends are rabbis. In fact, I would feel nothing but excitement to shoot my friend, Rabbi Charlie, up into space. But we have one shot at this, and we need someone with a great voice. Also, many of you people know that many rabbis spend a lot of time in space as it is already. Finally, when I took an unofficial poll with other congregants, they were very happy to volunteer their cantor, and they asked me if it was a one-way trip. Now, this idea is really possible. I've researched it. In fact, some of you may know that Elon Musk out in Hawthorne, California, has a company which is shooting up a variety of things into space, and he has a Dragon capsule ready to go. But this is very dangerous and very expensive. However, it turns out that Richard Branson just announced that he's taking space tours up in space very soon, in fact, before the end of the year. Over 500 people have purchased tickets on this spaceship, including Lady Gaga and many other stars. So now we have a vehicle. It's not as expensive as SpaceX. It's not cheap, but we can make it happen. But get this, we've got a volunteer. This is Seth Ettinger. Seth is a fifth-year cantorial student at Academy for Jewish Religion in Southern California. He's not married. If anybody's interested, I'll give you his number after the speech. And he has no dependents. He's in relatively good health, but more important, Seth is a spectacular tenor. So that's Seth singing with another fifth-year cantorial student, Rachel Goldman. Now, I know you're probably thinking I'm crazy, or maybe you're thinking you're crazy because you like the idea, but I'm telling you that I am solidly within the Jewish fold, okay? I grew up and I went to an Orthodox Jewish day school in Brookline called Maimonides. I was very active in leadership positions at college and in law school, and I founded 13 years ago something called the Orange County Jewish Community Scholar Program. Our goal was to bring the best Jewish thinkers in the world to our community. And we have succeeded. Over the last 13 years, we have brought over 150 speakers, had 500 programs. We've had sold-out presentations. But I noticed one thing. Not many young people turned out. When I say young, I mean 30s and younger. 40s, younger, I don't know. It's an older community. And we certainly weren't attracting unaffiliated Jews. But when I started to do programs that had a little edge to them, they were just a little different. Sandcastle building before Passover, and we built the pyramids. Dads and kids camping and sea kayaking to sea caves off of Santa Cruz Island. Surfing with the surfing rabbi, Rabbi Shifty Shifrin. He really, from Los Angeles. All of a sudden, these people started to turn out. And at the end of one of our dads and kids camping programs in Joshua Tree, we had a rocketry program where you have to imagine Jewish dads shooting rockets. I don't know who was happier, the dads or the kids, but it was amazing. And I thought, wow, if we could take space and Judaism and put them together, maybe we could create something that would be attractive to people. Now, the idea of the cantor is not just a stunt. I think there are serious issues that we can explore. First of all, if there's going to be a clergy race to space, I think we should be in on the discussion. I know we're a minority of people, but we have the technology. We can get them up there. Okay, I told you how we're going to do it. The second is, we need to discuss the future of the cantorate. Many of you know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to go into details, but that's a significant issue. Third, Judaism and space travel, Judaism and the future. What is going to happen when space travel becomes a reality? It's going to start this year. How does Judaism react to a world in which we may not be living on this planet? And finally, where is God? So if you're a student and you're involved in my project, you can ask me the fair question. You're sending a person up to heaven? Well, maybe God's not up there. So there are legitimate reasons for this project as well. When John F. Kennedy first announced that we're going to launch a person to the moon, not many people thought it was possible, but we did it. And not only did that galvanize interest in space, but it also created all these other unintended consequences and discoveries. For example, scratch-resistant lenses, freeze-dried food, athletic footwear, MRI and CAT scan technology, cordless tools. There are many things that come out of creative, imaginative projects, and I think many things will come out that I haven't even thought about when we're going to send the Cantor into space. Now, here's the secret. I am going to send the Cantor into space, but if I fail, it doesn't matter, because it's the idea that matters. We need creative ideas that will capture the imagination of our young people and our unaffiliated people who are being bombarded by other messages. Why can't we have our creative message? So I know Seth will be disappointed if it doesn't happen, but it's an example, and I think we can challenge our institutions. It's very important that you continue to do what you do, but also set aside some R&D. Set aside some time for playfulness. Think of ways to get people more involved and more interested in our culture and tradition, and this is one of them. We've had some fictional Jews that we've sent into space. I think it's time we send a real clergy person into space. So here's my challenge to you. When you go home tonight, and I'm hoping it's a clear night, I want you to look up into the sky and look at the stars. And I want you to think of the astrocantor, or Chazanot, sitting in Virgin Galactic. There's only 5 chairs up there, so he's probably sitting next to Lady Gaga. He's wearing his tallis and he's wearing his yarmulke, and the whole Jewish world is rooting for him. And I want you to smile and say, you know what? That was a great idea. We all got behind it. We need more ideas like this. And I want to end with some more music from Seth Ettinger. So enjoy. Thank you very much.
Thanks for watching Eli Talks. Click through or subscribe to the Eli Talks channel for more inspired Jewish ideas.